uses a different number. It uses unless you use the app, then I think it'll kick it over to yours. But it uses I think they call it what do they call it? Can't remember what they call it, but it's a number that's used for the entire database.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not your cell phone number. But I believe Commissions Inc. does use your cell phone number. So one of them does, one of them doesn't. But I always tell people when I first send it to them or I send them a text through there, I always say, hey, this is my work number or one of my work numbers. Make sure you save it. This is Sean Cardoza. That way they know especially if it's an SOI or something like that. That way they know who you are.
Right. So normally what I do is I just put my notes in there, but I use my cell phone. But
Yeah. Yeah. It's an easy way to do it for sure. Awesome, Blanca. Love it. Anyone else? How did it go this week? So she's got a listing she's working on. She's getting a lot of leads off it. Listings bring more listings. Listings bring more buyers. So she's getting listings. But she does feel a little bit slow. She feels like she can do a little bit more marketing or a little bit more daily activities. What about the rest of you? How's the week been this week?
I've had a great week.
Yeah.
I have a listing that just went live Saturday. We didn't get it live till Saturday. I'm writing a counter offer today
On that listing or on another property?
on another property.
Yes.
And last week closed a deal.
Yeah, your first one closed, Stacy. Congratulations. You'll never forget the first one.
It was a disaster too. I'm telling you, the title company was an absolute nightmare. We
No.
used who the seller wanted to use, who was a friend of the family,
Mhm.
and there was zero communication from the escrow officer up until there were fires to be put out. So it's okay. A lot was learned through that process.
Definitely your first one won't be forgotten.
Yes, you're right, for sure.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
excellent. Way to go. Who else? We got more people on here. Carla, Marissa, Billy. How'd the week go this week? Anyone else want to speak up? This accountability time before we jump into something here.
I've been really busy, or I feel like I've been busy.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 escrows going with Violet,
Awesome.
and I have 1, 2, 3, another 3, no, I think 4 escrows on my own. So I feel like a little overwhelmed.
Yeah. Are they all
It's a
buyers?
lot going on.
Listings and buyers.
Yeah, I have two are listings, and then the other 5 are buyers.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily, but I'm selling their house and they're buying another one. And I'm
Okay.
selling their house and they're buying another one. 2
Excellent.
of them are like that.
Yeah, those get a little convoluted. They say
I
that,
know it's kind of scary.
yeah. But hey, it's a good scary, right? It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It just makes me nervous, like the ones that are selling their house and getting the new one, like when it gets really close and we have to like have them move out to get the new buyer in and then have them move into their house. And I don't know, it's a lot.
Yeah. Here's advice for you, Marissa, is that it's easy to say, I'm so busy, I got to get up today, and now I'm stressed over those files. That's the fail in most realtors. They get stressed over those files, so they wake up in the morning, they go to get to work, they get up into their computer, and the first thing they do is start looking at emails. And guess what? You never lead generated for future business. So if you want that cog, that wheel to continue to roll like that month over month over month, now think I've got inventory and I have outbound inventory. I have outbound inventory like under contract, but where's my pipeline of inbound inventory to take the place of those? Because guess what? They're going to close and then you're going to be unemployed again. So you don't want to
Yes.
be unemployed. That means you've got to spend a little bit of time each day choosing to not look at. So that's why we suggest early. 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the morning is a great time to lead generate. When you get that busy with 9 escrows going at once, it's a great, that's a great place to be, but it's easy to get caught up in it. So 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, escrow doesn't get moving until 9 o'clock. Lenders don't get moving until 9 o'clock. So 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, or 8:30 to 9:30, or even 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Because then between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, escrow is going to be flooding your email with stuff, or lenders are going to be flooding your email with stuff. So 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock is a great time to lead generate, and then start working on your escrows and other business that you need to work on after 10 o'clock. It's so important because you're going to find yourself unemployed again. So we don't want that. You want to stay employed, which means you got to have an amount of time each day to lead generate. Very important. Very important.
Yes, I put that on my calendar from 8 to 9, and then I put like the ICC training from 9 to 10. So I'm trying to do that, like to stay on it.
Nice. That's the perfect schedule. Perfect schedule is 8 to 10, and then you can start reacting, because then you're going to have a ton of stuff to catch up on. Then you go through and delete all the junk mail that you have in your, and then you can actually see what emails you need to answer quicker, right? So it's
Yes.
a constant growth. I'm going to show you a couple things real quick. All right, who else, while I'm pulling this stuff up, who else had, and way to go, Marissa, proud of you, girl. That's so awesome. Who else
Thank you.
has something that you want to speak up about this week?
I'm in the process of closing on a co-listing. So my partner Tony's the agent and I'm the co-agent. So that's kind of cool. I've got 4 properties that I'm going to try to put up for sale this week, but
Okay.
it's 4.5 hours away. And I may have gotten two new clients just from driving Uber, and I spent the last 20 minutes with a chicken on my shoulder, filming a video of me drinking coffee and putting reels together.
Nice. You've been doing so good with the reels, Paul. I'm watching them. I'm commenting on them.
But they're not all, none of them are real estate based. So this one I'm trying to focus more real estate.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, I'm with you. So I'm using the same thing. I'm using some different software, doing the same thing, trying to get more reels out there and keep it going. The reels are big right now. You get a lot of content. You get organic traffic out of it versus just a post. You'll get other people from other areas that maybe aren't even your friend or anything on Facebook that start to see your stuff. So keep that up. Hit it towards real estate. Make it fun though. I love it. A chicken on your shoulder and you're going to talk real estate. I mean, who's not going to watch that video?
Right.
Right? Who's
Well,
not going to watch it?
we'll see. I've got probably like 10 minutes of this chicken just kind of roaming around and eating out of my hands, and I'm eating a piece of green bell pepper. So it's
Yeah.
going to be kind of B footage, and then I'll just have some caption going.
Okay. Great plan. Excellent plan. Love it. And congratulations on possibly one getting ready to close. You said one getting ready to close with you and Tony?
Yeah, well, it's he wrote the deal, and so now it's just waiting.
Nice. Okay. In the process.
Yep.
And then, oh, I know what you're talking about. Excellent. And then, yeah, lots of potentially bunch of listings coming. I know we've talked about that. That's great. And then, yeah, so all those people are going somewhere, right? Where do you have them put at right now? Are they on a whiteboard?
No, they're in my CRM,
Yeah.
and if anybody's looking for property that is about an hour from Idaho Falls, close to Utah, I've got 4 pieces of land that are about 2.5 acres, ready to be developed. And if you know developers, he's anxious to work with developers or just selling the land outright.
There you go. Awesome. Well, you have half Idaho, half California on here, so hopefully somebody knows somebody. There you go. Way to go. Awesome. Who else had a great week this week or wants to talk about a fail this week or a success this week? What do you got? All right, let's jump into it. All right, so we have our business plan in order, right? We got this all set up. It's ready to go. And Mondays are the perfect time to take a look at it and make sure we have some of these things from each category on your calendar this week. Marissa talked about her lead generation is 8 o'clock to, I think she said 10, or 8 o'clock to 9. And then she does ICC videos from 9 to 10. That would go under whatever you choose that yours is. But continuing education is so important. Continuing to feed your mindset is so important. So you have all these items in your business plan. that need to be plugged into a weekly calendar. Are you looking at it? If you're not, get in there, look at it on Monday, or Sunday night's a great time to just say, hey, all right, I need to take a look, make sure my week is set up. So let me get in here and set up my week. Okay, what's on my business plan? Okay, the business plan must be looked at minimum once a week, must, in order for you to stay in line with your plan. And if the plan's not working, do you quit or do you change the plan a little bit? Remember, we can modify things. We don't have to leave it the same. If it's not working, it doesn't mean like not working doesn't mean I didn't get something under contract this week. So holy mackerel, I got to change up my whole plan. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about I'm not sticking to the plan. So maybe I need to modify it a little bit. Maybe I don't believe in it enough. So let's change it up a little bit. Let's make it a little more engaging for myself to be able to get in there and do something different. Change it up a little bit. Figure out another way to make sure I'm going to stick to this plan. But again, escrows don't just say like, all right, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to create a personal landing page linking all my social media networks and I'm going to get an escrow off it. No, that's not what it's about. This is a business of nurturing. It's a business of relationships. We're nurturing our relationships and we're bringing new people into our sphere. All right, we have this sphere of people and then we're allowing some new people in there. And inside of that sphere, eventually we're able to sell some houses and the more people we talk to about real estate. So we're utilizing all these things and we're doing them. They're like bread trails. We're doing them a little bit at a time each and every week, and then things start to happen. If someone told you that you're going to get your real estate license and all of a sudden you're going to sell 10 houses the first week, someone lied. And I don't think anyone told you that. I think you realize that you've got to actually do specific daily activities. So believe in the business plan, look at it today. Okay. Number 2, we're going to jump over to, see, I think this is the right one. Oops, sign out. What do you mean sign out? Make me sign back in. That's frustrating. Okay, give me 1 second. We'll get this signed back in. All right, there we go. So now we want to make sure, and some of you have seen this in the past. Maybe you didn't believe in it. Maybe you didn't look at it. I don't know what the deal was, but I want to make sure that we're looking at it again. Okay, so here we are. 5-year business plan. What did you do? If you did 0 in 2025, that's okay. If you did 1, that's okay. What's the plan? Okay, you looked at your 1-3-5 business plan. We know how many we need to do. We know what we need to do, what our plan is. So say we did close 10 in 2025. And if we're using an increase, then we're able to increase each year. Okay, we're going to increase each year. We're going to increase each year. We're going to increase each year. Okay. So as we increase, what's going to happen here? Our volume is going to increase. Our GCI is going to increase, gross commission income. How many solds, how many listings taken do we need to do to be able to hit that goal? How many connections do we need to have to hit that goal? How many SOI people do we need in our database to be able to hit that goal? Okay, so let's go back to the beginning here. Okay, this year, and we only changed the yellow items, by the way, only change yellow fields. And I'm going to send this, and what I need you guys to do is not change this one, but go up here, you hit the file, and you hit make a copy, and then you change it to yours. And then once you have yours, you can modify yours all you want. All right, I'm going to take it right now. I'm going to throw it in, let's see, anyone with the link can edit it. Actually, I'm going to change it to view, can view it. But that means you can still make a copy of it and then make yours editable. Okay. So now I'm going to throw that in the group chat so you guys can open it up and follow along right with this. Okay, there we go. There we go. By the way, I'm going to give a shout out to Brad Baldwin because this was created by Brad Baldwin, not me. Brad Baldwin, but I love it. And I've used it for years for coaching. So, all right. So 10 closings you did this year. Okay. Percentage of increase per year you want to do. Now watch what happens. If I just simply change this and say I want to increase it, 20 is a pretty good number to increase, by the way. That's pretty average. 15 to 20. I've seen people try to shoot for 30 or 50 or whatever it is. But if I delete that and I make it 30, watch what happens to these numbers right here. You ready? Here we go. Bam, they all changed. So now I'm going to increase it up to 3. Now, if I want to increase my income even higher, so say you only closed 1 this year and you're like, all right, I've got to do way more than that. I'm going to increase my income by 70% this year. Oh, wait, I got to change this. So say I only did 1 deal this year. You're going to want to increase by a lot more. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 this year? No. All right, so we can actually jump that up way above to 150%. There we go. That's still low. Maybe I want to do more than that. So, but you see the concept, right? I can change that however I want. All right, let's go back. Let's make that a 15%. Let's say you closed 15 deals this year. All right, so now it changed the numbers again. What is your, let's see, I gotta change my average sales price. Percentage, I thought it was right here, so let's see. Operating expenses, owner profit, 30%. Salaries. Where's it at? I'm not seeing it. You guys seeing it somewhere? Oh, right there, average sales price. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not seeing it. All right, so let's change our average sales price for you Californians in Central California, 375,000. All right, so now that's going to change these numbers, make them correct. Okay. Let's just do 400 just to be, because that's kind of halfway between state of Idaho and the state of California, Central California. So average sales price of 400,000. We have a 15% increase we want to do for a year. We closed 15 deals last year. So in 2026, remember we're planning ahead. We're going to hit 17 closings. We sold 15, so we're increasing up. $6,900,000, 72,500 in profit. Now, what these can be changed too. So percentage of listings. Listing heavy is where you want to be. You have to be listing heavy. So, I'm sorry, 50-50. So I'm going to change this and make this 60% listings. Okay. Now, I think I need to change this one too, if I remember right. It's been a while since I pulled this up, 40%. All right. So there we go. All right. So I got 60% listings, 40% buyers. So now it's going to tell me some numbers here. So I took 9 sold properties, 10 listings taken, 17 appointments, 6 buyers sold. This is what I need to do in order to be able to hit those numbers. I need to take 10 listings, 10 listings sold. Oh, Weston's jumping back in. 12 listings taken, 19 appointments I need to go on. So I need to go on 19 appointments in order to take 12 listings in order to sell 10. All right. Buyers. So 7 buyer signed listing agreements, 13 appointments. So 13 appointments, 8, 7. All right. Now over here, how many agents can do that? I don't need a team. One agent can do that. Now, if you have a team helping to do this, that's extra. That's extra. That's a great place to be, where you're getting fed more listings, you're getting fed more buyers, opportunities. Then you're still one, but we call it like extra credit. It's like extra incentives to help you hit those numbers. Should be no way you're not going to hit those numbers if you're being fed by a team or a brokerage, because brokerages feed leads as well. How many connections do you need to have in order to be able to do that? 17 sales. 17 sales, I need to have 173 connections this year. 121 in my database. You guys like this? Pretty cool, huh? So you guys all have access to this. So this is your 5-year plan. This is how you're going to increase it this year. And then you can already have your planned out how you're going to increase it next year. And then each year, you're just going to change these dates. Okay, you're just going to change the dates each year. It's good to know your numbers. So you know how many you got to hit. Now let's do this. We're going to take this number right here. I need to have 173 connections. I need to have 14 connections per month. That's not that much. That seems crazy low, right? How many dials do I need to make in order to hit 14? Well, that's the secret of you. So you've got to figure out how many dials it's going to take you in order to be able to hit 14 consistent connections. So maybe it's 5 a day, maybe it's 10 a day, maybe it's 20 a day, maybe it's 1 a day. Maybe you're that good and you have one good real estate this is like a real estate connection, right? Like, okay, we've connected, they like me, they're gonna use me in the future, or they're something added to my SOI database. Or was it just an uncomfortable connection, didn't work out there, and we're not fitting, we're not jiving? Well, that's a failed connection. So how many of those good positive connections where you can get a good relationship where you're going to be following up with them? That's yours. So I'm coming up with 14.41, 14.42. Okay, 14.42 connections. Let's just call it, let's round up to 15 for fun. So 15 connections can get me 173 per month, can get me 173 per year. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Any questions on that? All right. The next thing I'm going to show you, where'd it go? It is, let's see. All right, I'm going to show this whole screen because I need to find it here. All right. All right, here we go. Can you guys see this form? How to get 100 listings in 2026. Can you see that? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Yes.
Paul's asleep. Just kidding, Paul. All right, so how to get 100 in 2026. Start right now, because it's November, and what you do right now is going to affect your December and January, because you remember that you take out almost a full week in December. You take out at least 3 or 4 days, and because you're going to be spending time with family during Thanksgiving. So we're running out of time really fast. So it starts now. Set a goal. Okay, you got to get that goal going. You set up a goal. It's a goal of 100 listings a year is crucial for success. A clear goal acts as a guiding star. Okay, you got to get excited and obsessed about it. Are you excited and obsessed about this? I've got this meeting I'm doing on Thursday. I get to stand up and speak in front of the whole group. I'm a little excited about it. I'm working on my PowerPoint. One of the questions they ask is, what is the key to my success? And I said, and I wrote in there, I said, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And I said, to me, the key to success is one, believing that you can do it. Be excited about it. Knowing that you have that backing through Christ who strengthens me. I have that backing to back me that I'm going to be successful gives me a whole new mindset of excitement, a whole new mindset. There isn't anything that you can throw at me that I'm not going to give it 110%, if not more. I'm going to give it my all to make it work. That's me. That's my mindset. I know I can do it. Hey, we want to open up a new business. This is what the business is going to look like. This is the business to do. If I don't believe in it, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it very well at all, at least. But if I believe in it, I'm like, no, we can do this. Let's do this. Then every day I'm obsessed about it. I'm excited about it. Now, that could be your real estate business you chose to open up. That could be a lending company you choose to open up. That could be a construction company you choose to open up. I don't know what yours is, but whatever it is, are you obsessed about it? Are you pumped about it? Are you excited about it each and every day, that every day you can't wait to hit those numbers of contacts that need to be happening? Take massive action each and every day. That's the excitement that I'm going to hit 100 listings, and it starts today on Monday, the 3rd of November. Otherwise, it should have started last week or the week before, or the month before. But today's a new day. Am I that excited about it that I have to do mass action today? 100 conversations a day. Wow, that's huge. But there's so many ways to do it. And let's just say Marissa, she got 9 under contract. Okay, great. 9 under contract. I need to have time to do that. I'm going to tell you this, that escrow is not going to take all day to deal with. Now, I can say I had one that we were trying to close it, and we were dealing with a situation where the seller was not agreeing to something, the investor was not agreeing to something, so nobody was agreeing. So off and on throughout the day, we were nurturing each side to try to get them to come together so that we can close it by the end of the day. Just needed the seller to sign, and he didn't want to sign because he didn't agree with it. So was that taking me all day long? For somebody, that was probably nervous enough that they couldn't focus on anything else. So it was taking all day long. I knew that there was only so much I can do. So I would work on something else, and then I would go back and try to get back in touch with him. Then I'd work on something else. Guess what? It didn't close. Now, I could have easily wasted all day long stressing over this one deal instead of making 100 contacts a day, which I could get out and I could door knock 100 doors. And maybe I only talked to 40, but I got 40 out of 100. How long does it take me to door knock 100 doors? Probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours max to door knock 100 doors. But I got 40 contacts and only 2 hours out of my day max. Okay. Let's just say now I got to sit down and make dials, but I know that I need to stick it to no more than 10 minutes per phone call. So I've got to be strict about those calls and make sure they know that, hey, I'm trying to get through a list of people, but you were on my list. And I just wanted to check in and say, hey, blah, 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 whatever your script is on the situation you're calling about. Is it your sister, brother, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, or is it a lead? If it's a lead, it's going to be a different script. Hey, I've only got a second to talk about this right now because I've got to get to an appointment, but I just saw you're on my website looking around. Hope you're enjoying it. Have fun. Are you seeing anything that's catching your eye? Anything I can tighten up for you? It's a different script than my SOI script, but I can do it and get through those in 10 minutes max. Now I just talked to another 10, 20 people. That's 60. It's not as difficult as you think to get through 100 people in a day, but it's doable. It's doable. Definitely. Don't fear embarrassment. Hey, you're going to have some people that are going to treat you bad, especially if you're calling like for sale by owners and expireds and you're trying to get through this list, because for sale by owner expired needs to be involved in 100 listings in a year. Needs to be in there. Unless you're just that good and you have a million leads coming in all the time, then you know all reactive leads, then hey, you have some sort of pretty good lead source. Stick with it. But don't be embarrassed. You're going to get turned down. You're going to get treated bad, but hey, move past it. Laugh and move past it and sharpen those skills. As someone hangs up on you, how can I do that a little different? ChatGPT it. Hey, this is what I did and it failed. How could I have done it different? Watch what happens. AI is going to teach you something new. Internalize your listing presentation. Literally get good at it because the goal is appointment set, appointment met, appointment set, appointment met. So get good with that listing presentation. If you're going to go out door knocking, have the mindset that I'm going to find someone in here that I'm going to do a listing presentation this morning. It's going to happen with somebody because watch what happens when you're door knocking 100 doors. Someone in there is going to want to sell and you're going to end up at that kitchen table and you just went in there to door knock. It's going to happen. It happens all the time. So be prepared that you have that listing presentation, role play it, get crazy good at it that you know it like the back of your hand. So you don't have to like go back. Oh shoot. Now I'm finding myself in the living room, kitchen table, wherever I'm at doing a listing presentation. I'm not prepared. Get prepared, get good at it. Avoid negative people. Don't let negative people telling you can't do it or that's too much get in the way because you can. I don't care if you have no experience at all. If you want it bad enough and you believe it and you're obsessed over it, I'm telling you, you can do it. You can do it. Learn how to prepare a market analysis. Market analysis is the easiest way to be able to get an appointment because an annual property analysis is me just telling them how much they owe on the house. Next thing you know it, they want to go buy another home as an investment, or they might want to sell this and move to another state. Who knows? But when you're calling people and offering up an annual property analysis, you're going to get an annual property analysis. You're going to get somebody that's going to want to know. I'm telling you, almost everybody I call and say, hey, I'm working on some annual property analysis. Sold you your home about 5 years ago. Just curious. if you have 15 minutes for me to go over what your property's done and how much money you've made on it so far. Almost 100% success rate of getting them to want to talk to me about finding out how much money they've made on their house so far. Okay, so be prepared, be prepared to understand how to do that on an annual property analysis, also known as market analysis in someone's property. 6 listing appointments per week. Are you structured it down to how many you need to hold per week in order to be able to hit that 100? 6 a week. All right, so I'm going out every day. I'm so hyper excited about this. I'm looking for 1 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day, because I need 6 in a week. Unless you're working, 7 days a week, then 6 is doable. Otherwise, shooting for 2 a day. That's 3 days with 2 appointments apiece. If you did that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, guess what? Thursday, Friday, you're working on next week's listing appointments. Expect hard work. This is not going to be easy. It's not digging a trench, like Brian Eisenhower says. It's not digging a trench, but it's definitely hard work. It's not going to be easy. Okay, you got to be able to stick to it. Decide to have fun. Enjoy the fact. Get excited and enjoy the fact that this is actually a really, really awesome opportunity for you to list a lot of properties. What if you didn't hit 100 and you hit 90, 80, 70, or 60? Would you be mad? No, you'd be pretty happy. That's a lot of listings. That's great. So big numbers, big goals. You've got this. Maintain high energy, enthusiasm. I'm excited right now. You can tell I'm talking fast. And when I believe in something this much, I get crazy hyper excited. And I just speak fast. I talk fast. I move my hands a lot. I mean, I'm crazy excited about this. It's so doable. So doable, especially in a market like this where you have so many opportunities right now. There's a ton of properties, not a ton, but there's a much bigger amount of properties hitting the market on the chopping block at auction.com or at the doorsteps of City Hall than there have been in a long time, which means all those people might need a realtor to help them sell the house so it doesn't foreclose. Have you gone after those? You got a lot of short sale opportunities. I think we have 3 or 4 going on right now on our team in Idaho. Not as many in California, but I actually haven't tried. But if I wanted to go out there and I looked at distress, actually, let me take that back. I did try. I sent out 66 emails and 66 direct mails about a week ago. And next is actually door knocking them or phone call dialing them. And these are people that are currently in default. They may turn into short sales, or if there's skin in the game that they can actually get out from under it, then we'll list it real quick and try to sell it to help them so they don't have to foreclose. Or we have an investment company. Maybe we can just buy it from them, get them out from under it, turn around and resell it. There's a lot of opportunities right now just in that alone. These are buckets. Okay, that's my bucket. My SOI bucket's another one. All right, got that one. My farms are another one. And circle prospecting, like our guest up there, also known as Blanca, said around her mobile home listing. Circle prospecting for more on there. Gosh, there's so many buckets you can just dig out of this week. Plug them in 5 days a week, minimum an hour, up to 4 or 5 hours a day of lead generation. You guys got this. It's not difficult, but it is hard. It's work. We got to go to work this week. All right, you ready to hit it? Let's hit it. It's a good week. It's a good week to have a good week. Let's go get it, guys. Have a good week.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you.